Welcome to Underworld UK, where Britain's darkest stories are brought to light. From the gritty streets of gangland London, Liverpool, Manchester and Birmingham, from Curtis Warren to the Cray twins to county lines and modern-day true crime, we cover everything. Bringing you new videos every week. Subscribe so that you'll be notified when the next video is put out.
More than 20 people have been injured in a suspected pepper spray attack at Heathrow Airport as one man is arrested. Armed cops stormed a Terminal 3 multi-storey car park after a group of men allegedly doused multiple victims with the substance at around 8:11 a.m. Dramatic footage shows a hooded man, dressed in black, being bundled into the back of a police van while cuffed. The Metropolitan Police confirmed armed officers arrested one man who remains in custody on suspicion of assault. An urgent search has been launched as the force also hunt further suspects who fled the scene. It is understood the alarm was raised after several people were sprayed a form of pepper spray. The London Ambulance Service said a significant incident was declared around 8:40 a.m. Paramedics rushed 5 victims to hospital while 21 patients were treated in total. Their injuries are not believed to be life-changing or life-threatening. Met Commander Peter Stevens said it is believed the chaos was sparked by an argument escalating between a group known to each other. He added that there will be an increased police presence at the airport, but the incident is not being treated as terrorism. Heathrow Airport confirmed in an update just after 11:30 a.m. the incident had been contained. A London Fire Brigade spokesperson added, "We were called at 8:14 a.m. today to assist emergency service colleagues at an incident near Terminal 3 at Heathrow Airport. Firefighters remain at the scene." Heathrow tunnels were shut down with LUL and Elizabeth lines suspended amid the chaos. The lines affected included Elizabeth between Shenfield and Abbey Hood, as well as Heathrow Terminal 4 to 5. Meanwhile, Heathrow Express services between London Paddington and Heathrow Terminal 5 have also been disrupted. Disruption is expected to continue this morning, with cancellations until around midday, according to National Rail. The airport has urged flyers to allow extra time when travelling and to check in with their airlines. Confused passengers have vented their frustrations online. One penned on X, "What's happened at Heathrow? Why is all the trains departing and arriving at Heathrow cancelled?" Another user on X said there was a major backlog of cars unable to leave the vicinity or enter the drop-off zone at Terminal 3. It is understood the M4 southbound Heathrow Airport Spur Road was also closed this morning due to a police incident. A Met Police spokesperson said, "Police are in attendance at Heathrow Airport while we investigate the circumstances around the assault of a number of people this morning. Officers were called at 8:11 a.m. to a multi-storey car park at Terminal 3 following reports of multiple people being assaulted. A number of people were sprayed with what is believed to be a form of pepper spray by a group of men who then left the scene. Armed response officers attended and arrested one man on suspicion of assault. He remains in custody and enquiries continue to trace further suspects. London Ambulance Service attended and the victims were taken to hospital. Their injuries are not believed to be life-changing or life-threatening." Commander Peter Stevens said it is believed the chaos was sparked by an argument escalating between a group known to each other. He added that there will be an increased police presence at the airport, but the incident is not being treated as terrorism. Anyone with information about the incident is asked to call 101, quoting CAD 18037 December. A London Ambulance Service spokesperson said, "We were called today at 8:04 a.m. to reports of an incident at Heathrow Airport. We sent a number of resources to the scene and cared for 21 patients. 5 patients were taken to hospital. The ambulance service was stood down from the scene at 10:58 a.m. A Heathrow Airport spokesperson said in an update at 11:30 a.m, "The incident at the multi-storey car park in Terminal 3 has now been contained by the Metropolitan Police. Congestion remains on surrounding roads following the incident, which we are working hard to resolve as quickly as possible, and we are advising passengers to use public transport. There will be an increased police presence at Heathrow Airport to maintain the safety of people in the area and reassure the public." A spokesperson for National Rail added, "Lines have reopened, allowing trains to be able to call at Heathrow Airport following the emergency services dealing with an incident at the airport. Although lines have now reopened, disruption is expected to continue while services return to normal. Delays of up to 10 minutes and cancellations can be expected until 11:45. A London Fire Brigade spokesman said, "We were called at 8:14 a.m. today to assist emergency service colleagues at an incident at a car park at Heathrow Airport. Firefighters have been providing specialist assistance alongside multi-agency partners at the scene. The brigade was stood down shortly after 10:30 a.m. Heathrow staff have been handing out bottled water to passengers waiting for buses from Terminal 3. One family, who did not wish to be named, said they'd been waiting at the bus stop for 3 hours for a shuttle to the long-stay car park after their flight. The shuttle usually runs every 15 minutes, but waiting passengers said there'd been not a bus for hours. Passengers at Heathrow have said they remain outside the airport following the incident this morning. One person wrote on X, "I know there's a lot going on right now, but there's hundreds of us stuck out here, not allowed back inside with no taxis and taxis driving right past. Any help, or do we just sit out in the rain and never fly through here again?" People at Heathrow Airport have told of coughing and eye irritation, with claims that gas may have been sprayed. One person wrote on X, "Heathrow, as we got into the lift from T3 arrivals to go to short stay parking about 45 minutes ago, we all started coughing. More people arrived at parking from terminal coughing or wiping their eyes, assumed some sort of gas release incident." They added, "It was very mild for me, so I suspect residual amounts from elsewhere in the building. We laughed about it when everyone in the lift started coughing." A spokesperson for National Rail said lines have reopened, allowing trains to be able to call at Heathrow Airport, following the emergency services dealing with an incident at the airport. Although lines have now reopened, disruption is expected to continue while services return to normal. Delays of up to 10 minutes and cancellations can be expected until 11:45. Searches continue for more suspects after armed police arrested a man at Heathrow Airport car park on suspicion of a pepper spray assault. A total of 21 people were treated, with 5 taken to hospital. Some have faced 3-hour delays due to the disruption. "It was terrifying. I believed I was in a terrorist attack." Witness describes how people started coughing. A witness to the suspected pepper spray attack at Heathrow Airport earlier says he saw 3 young men dressed in black, with their heads covered. Tom Bate was in the multi-storey car park at Terminal 3, having just landed from Dallas, Texas. He told Sky's Matt Barber the 3 men suddenly bolted from the elevator area, and that's when people started coughing. "Suddenly, everyone in the room was coughing, including me, and there was a burning in my throat. It was one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced." As he was leaving the airport in his car, Bate then saw 10 to 20 armed police officers running and shouting. He said, "I asked an officer, I leant out of the window and I said, 'What's going on?' And he said, 'There's been an attack.' So at that point I thought, okay, I think I'm in a terrorist attack. It's an airport, it's a busy, busy morning. I thought that was it." The police did in fact point their gun at someone and order him to the ground and detain him, and they got me out of the vehicle to ID the person. The Metropolitan Police later clarified they were not treating the suspected assault as terrorism, but Bate did not know that at the time. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Your support is greatly appreciated. See you next time.